We're less than a month away from Election Day, and we are closely following the race for the 68th District. Republican John Cabello has represented the 68th in Illinois' legislature for the last several years. He beat his Democratic opponent Tricia Sweeney back in 2016. Now a new Democrat, Jake Castanza, is looking to take his seat. Emily Waldron has more from both candidates.
I think it was time for a new generation, a new face.
Jake Castanza wants to be that face. The Rockford native is challenging incumbent Republican Representative John Cabello for his 68th district seat next month. Castanza says he was inspired to run by what he calls inaction in Springfield.
This whole campaign, the whole message is surrounding that the middle class has been forgotten, whether it's property taxes, costs for pharmaceuticals, legislation being written by special interest rather than constituents and the needs of constituents.
Castanza also says he wants to lower property taxes and improve the state's highways, which he adds would also boost local economies.
We have highways, rails, waterways, airports. They're all in this community. We haven't invested in those things, and I really believe that if we can get a responsible financial scheme in the state set up, we can really invest in those things.
Meanwhile, Representative John Cabello prepares for his re-election bid.
I want to do the job, and I think people realize the good service that we're hopefully providing.
Cabello is equally passionate about lowering property taxes. That's why he says he stands by his decision to vote against a budget during the impasse that he says would have meant a 32% increase for taxpayers.
And I just couldn't come to voting for this budget with all of the spending that's going on. We should reduce the size of government, so I think that's one of our big accomplishments is fighting for the taxpayer yet again.
Cabello says he still has more he wants to accomplish in Springfield. One of those things is reforming the state's court system.
I firmly believe that the best way we can actually start getting a handle on the major crime issues is by keeping people out of the system, catching them as they're first starting to enter the system. We should have a veterans court, we have a drug court, we should have a mental health court.
That was Emily Waldron reporting. Both candidates also want to fix the state's education system. To see their thoughts on that, head to mystateline.com. Next week, we'll preview the race for the 69th district.